In 2020, the overnight temperatures of May 8th and into the early morning hours of May 9th fell below freezing across most of Kentucky. Except for some of the far western portions, for much of the state, this was an unprecedented freeze that occurred very late in the season. During this time, some of Kentucky's wheat crop was in grain fill growth stages and ranged from very early grain fill, such as the heads on the left, which is probably about a week after pollination, to kernels such as the head on the right that are about 2 to 3 weeks after pollination. Both are in the watery ripe, or Feeks 10.54 growth stage. The general rule of thumb is that during grain fill, damage can occur when temperatures are 30 degrees Fahrenheit or less for 2 or more hours for watery ripe kernels. Once kernels are milky ripe and beyond, damage is typically thought to occur when temperatures are 28 degrees Fahrenheit or less for 2 or more hours. In 2020, damage is likely since the critical temperature occurred in many of these areas of Kentucky. To inspect for damage, kernels will need to be removed from the wheat heads. Sound, undamaged kernels will be firm and smooth, such as these kernels, and also the kernels on the left. Damaged kernels can be shrunken, shriveled, and have lost all firmness, such as the kernel on the right. In this image, it is not the color difference that indicates damage, but rather the shrunken, shriveled kernel that is watery and soft to touch rather than firm. Ultimately, the damage will result in shriveled kernels with low yield and test weight, such as the grain on the left, as compared to the sound grain on the right. Although freeze damage during grain fill for large areas of Kentucky has not occurred within the last 50 years, and likely not ever, it could have major impacts on yield and test weight this year. For additional information and resources, please visit our websites. For up-to-the-minute updates, please follow me on Twitter. This is Carrie Knott at the University of Kentucky. Thank you.